Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show. Today I have a very special guest, Jim Glackin, the Senior Vice President of Global Channels for Masergy. Jim's background speaks for itself. After spending 10 years with AT&T as Regional Director, he went on to become the Channel Director of Qwest for almost 7 years. That led to him joining CenturyLink Business as their Area Vice President Channel Alliance of the Central Region for 6 years. And that led him to be the Vice President of Strategic Partners for CenturyLink Business for almost 3 years before joining Masergy in July of 2020. Jim, welcome to the Top Gun Show.
Thank you. First of all, longtime listener, first time caller. It's an honor to finally be on the Top Gun Show. I've been in the channel for most of my career. I think about 3 years of my entire career, I wasn't in the channel, but I feel like you're not in the channel. You just haven't made it in the channel until you're on the Top Gun Show.
I love it, man. Thank you so much. Nice endorsement coming from somebody like you. That's great. That's great. Well, hey, with over 20 years experience in innovation in managed network, cloud, and security services, Masergy is a leading provider to companies worldwide, serving more than 1,400 customers in nearly 100 countries. On August 26th, Comcast Business announced that they signed an agreement to acquire Masergy. As you're allowed, please talk about how that decision came about.
Well, I mean, this is something that Comcast and Masergy have been having this discussion for years. I think it was, previously it wasn't ready. Comcast wasn't ready, Masergy wasn't ready. It just didn't fit. But now we feel the timing is right. I mean, the industry is right. The way the channel is evolving, the industry is evolving, taking the reach, the depth and breadth that Comcast has in the industry, the network they have, the resources they have, and then combining that with the products and services and the technologies that Masergy has. The timing is right now. This is a great combination. I couldn't be more stoked about it.
Well, great answer, Jim. Let's dig deeper into that. It really is a win-win for both organizations. How does it make both companies stronger?
Well, again, you take a look at Comcast and the network services they have, the fiber they have, the on-net buildings, the size, the scale that they bring. And then you look at Masergy, after 10 years at AT&T and 16 years at CenturyLink, I'm used to working for these big companies and the big resources. And really, Masergy, it's an incredible company. We've got incredible technology, I believe second to none when it comes to what we provide. But the one thing we've lacked is scale. So taking the resources and the reach of Comcast and combining that with the Masergy goodness, right? The way we service and support customers, the technologies that we have, the way we engage with our channel, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't think there's anybody that I have the more respect for than the Masergy leadership team. And I'm saying that from the standpoint of, my sales partners have sold Masergy quite a bit. And boy, if they want a great experience, I always steer them to Masergy. So I agree with you that it is really the best of both worlds. But that being said, I'm going to ask the hard question. Most of the time in these situations, it's common to hear, well, we're not going to change a thing. Well, history has shown otherwise. Please give the sales partner and end user communities some reassurance that Masergy will continue to be the gold standard in technology solutions and services that we've all come to know and love.
Yeah, so that's a great question. And I will tell you, I will start by saying, we're not saying we're not going to change a thing. We're going to change a lot. We expect to change a lot, right? So the first thing we did, the combination of Masergy and Comcast is that now Masergy can be significantly more competitive because of the loop cost dynamics, right? So now we have on-net loops. We've never had that before, right? So now we have network where we're the last mile provider, so we can get much more competitive in our pricing and in our solutions to our customers and through our partners. The other thing is that Comcast, quite honestly, has better negotiated better contracts with other last mile providers as well. So immediately we've been able to change the kind of the cost dynamics of the Masergy solution and can get much more competitive. The other thing is we're now changing the commission structure to our channel. So again, at Masergy, because we didn't own the last mile, we haven't been able to pay what I would consider competitively on last mile commissions. Now we've raised that for on-net services, 18% commissions to our channel. So we're changing that immediately. What we're not doing, and what we've been very specific with Comcast and Masergy, let's not upset the Masergy goodness. Let's continue investing and scaling what we do really well. So from day one, I immediately got headcount to add on additional channel people. We got an immediate headcount to add on additional salespeople that support our partners. And then we got additional headcount to add on to project management operations to better support and onboard our customers. So they're investing in us and scaling us in the right areas, but we will continue to operate as Masergy for as far as we can see. I mean, it's continuing to be, we're continuing to be run by Chris McFarland, our CEO, Mark Denny, Becky Carr, me. We're all staying in place and running the Masergy business as we always have. But at the same time, I'm collaborating with Craig Schlagbaum, Terry Connell, and the team over at Comcast. And the cool thing about that is there are no egos in the room, right? We're having really good discussions about how we can really take 1 + 1, make it 3 for the marketplace as well as for the channel.
That's exciting stuff, man. You did a great job talking about the wins for the customers and the sales partners in that. I mean, that's exciting. Thanks for sharing all that. Well, Jim, I know you're a big fan of the Top Gun Show, and that I know there are millions and millions of people watching you right now. Why don't you tell the viewers a fun little known fact about yourself?
I would tell you, I have a lot of passion. I have passion for what I do professionally, and then I have my passions outside of work. And one thing is I'm a pilot. I love flying. I'm all about aviation. Many of the partners out there are pilots. Actually, one of my favorite partners is actually who pulled me back into aviation and got me flying again. But I'm also an animal lover. And so there's an organization I support called Pilots and Paws, pilotsandpaws.org if you want to go and maybe kick in a little donation. But I fly rescue dogs and cats on the weekend. So there's these rescue organizations that, pull dogs and cats out of kill shelters around, mostly in the southern United States. And then they find homes for them. And then they use us pilots to transport them from the rescues to their forever homes. So that's one of my passions. That's something I do quite often, actually.
That's exciting, man. What a great cause. That's super. So what's the URL for donation on that again?
It's pilotsandpaws.org.
Nice. Well, Jim, I know you're extremely busy. I appreciate you clearing your calendar to be on the Top Gun Show. I've done over 400 episodes, and I finally got you on the show.
I mean, it's amazing. I feel like I finally made it in the channel. Thank you very much.
That's great. Well, I want to wish you and your executive management team continued success in this really wonderful time for Masergy. Thanks for being on the show today.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks for watching, everybody.